Warning. The following video contains scenes of graphic violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
The sky has blackened to make way for the night, but I no longer see the sun in my sight. The man who protected us has died in the fight. We failed to live, we failed to love. The beasts attack our troops with teeth sharp as knives. They feast on everyone with blood in their eyes. Am I responsible for thousands of lives? We failed to live, we failed to love. The fool who looked up to you is now falling down. Her soul has blackened, hopes have burned to the ground. She desperately searches for the truth never found. We fail to live, we fail to love. We fail to live, we fail to love. We fail to live, we fail to love.
Are you sure about this, Princess?
I'm sure.
This might change how the crystal ponies look at you.
That is a risk I'm going to have to take. We can't risk the changeling escaping from a regular prison.
Never thought I'd see this place used again.
If I had any other choice, I wouldn't be using it at all.
You do have a choice. You could kill me.
No.
But why?
That's none of your concern.
Are you going to torture me for information about the swarm instead?
I would never do that to any living creature.
Then I don't understand what I'm doing here. I told you the truth. I ran away from the hive and I refuse to steal love to eat. If you keep me here, I'm gonna die anyway of starvation. It'll take a lot longer than if you just kill me now. The end result will be the same.
No.
Please, just kill me. Please.
What do you intend to do with...
Post guards on his cell, Captain Gallic. At least 2 at all times. And more on the outer door to the dungeon in case he gets out of his cell. I want him under 24/7 watch until further notice.
Yes, Princess. At once.
Thank you, Captain.
I can't believe she reopened the dungeons.
I know, right?
King Sombra's dungeons? Really?
I know. She promised she never would. And yet here we are.
I thought she filled the dungeons in with concrete or something. They're Sombra's dungeons. You know the kinds of things he used to do to ponies down there?
Ugh, don't remind me. It gives me the shivers just thinking about it.
No, they existed before he took over. The castle was built with the dungeons beneath it. Princess Citrine's ancestors carved them from the crystals and bedrock beneath the castle centuries before Sombra was even born.
But he made them his. The things he did to ponies down there?
Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. You know how jumpy ponies get if anyone talks about Sombra too much.
How can we not think about it when the princess just reopened his dungeons?
You don't think she's, going mad with power or something, do you?
Would you rather have a changeling running around the Empire unchecked?
Of course not.
Then trust the princess. I'm sure she knows what she's doing. And what she's doing is for the best.
Who's best? Ours or hers?
Certainly not that changeling's. Ugh. I wish she hadn't brought it back here. Just the thought of it being somewhere under our hooves gives me the creeps.
Oh, I know. Their ugly, buggy faces are just... ugh.
And those holes in their legs? What are those even for?
She should have just killed it, not brought it back here.
Hey now, does unbridled murder sound like Princess Cadence's style?
Well, no. But it's a changeling. You can't trust changelings. They'll stab you in the back as soon as it's turned.
They'll drink your brain through a straw.
They don't eat brains. That's zombies.
Zombies, changelings, what's the difference? They're all icky, sicky things that should be wiped out and never ever allowed into our beautiful empire. Now we finally gotten it back. It's ours, not theirs.
No one ever said it wasn't ours. In fact, Princess Cadence made extra special sure to everyone it's our empire, since it runs on our love and light.
All the more reason to question why she brought a horrendous changeling right into our midst. Why, if it wants our love and light? What if it wants the crystal heart? We should get rid of the ugly thing before it can steal the heart.
That's ridiculous. Princess Cadence would never let that happen. You need to have more faith in her.
Shh, 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 shh. Here she comes. Move, move, move.
Princess, I'm sure they didn't mean...
It's fine. I heard them too, Captain. Reopening the dungeons was always going to be a controversial decision.
It's just... King Sombra always took ponies who tried to rise up against him down to the dungeons. And they were never seen again. Not in one piece, that is. I was part of the slaves assigned to be cleanup crew after he got through with dissidents. It was... messy. I lost friends to him that way. Ponies who couldn't live under his rule and tried to fight back. I only knew they had died when I was picking bits of them up off the dungeon floor to put in a wooden bucket and found cutie marks on severed limbs.
Alec, I had no idea. I'm so sorry for making you go back down there.
You had no idea because I never told you, Princess. I told you I was a slave and I had some of the nastiest jobs Sombra could think up for us. But I never divulged the details of what that meant, and you never pried them out of me. You allowed me privacy for my old pain, and I appreciated that. So there's no need to apologize to me now. I just wanted you to know that I trust your judgment, Your Highness. You've never steered the Empire wrong since you took the crown.
I'm grateful for your faith in me.
Pardon my vernacular, but are you kidding? Without you, we'd be 1,000 years out of time only to return and be back in chains with Sombra ruling us again. Doubtless he'd be doing far worse than storing a changeling spy down there.
Do you think the Changeling is a spy?
What other reason could he have for being here in the Empire? From what we know of the Changelings and Queen Chrysalis, she must have recovered her forces and her power base enough after her last defeat to finally be looking to expand her empire again.
The Crystal Empire is a long way from the Badlands where the Hive makes its home, and Equestria sits in between here and there. Would it not make more sense for Chrysalis to try taking over Equestria again? Especially since the ponies who defeated her previously are no longer able to?
Unless she already has taken over Equestria and we don't know it yet.
That's a pretty big assumption based on the presence of a single changeling who claims to be a refugee from Chrysalis and unconnected to her hive and her swarm at all.
If the changelings of modern day are as tricky as the ones 1,000 years ago, Your Highness, then I wouldn't put anything past them.
I'll have to give it some thought.
Of course, Princess. And if your guard could please make sure he doesn't lose track of the princess of the whole empire again, that would be wonderful.
To be fair, Captain Gallic, I left without telling any pony I was leaving via a route no guard could follow. The fault was mine. Luna. It's Cadence.
Cadence? You have not sent me a direct communication in so long. What is wrong?
Yeah, it's almost like I didn't want to talk to you or something. But right now, there's something bigger going on than how much I hate speaking to you.
Oh. How did you hear?
How did I hear what?
You mean this is not a communication regarding Twilight's request to reunite with her friends?
Her what?
Never mind.
No. Explain yourself, please.
Twilight wants to see her Ponyville friends again. She finally admitted this to me.
After all this time? I thought she said she never wanted to see them again. Or me.
things change. If she has decided to reunite with them, perhaps next she shall wish to reunite with you, Cadence. Would that be such a bad thing? Cadence? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I just won't hold my breath. Did you at least do what I said and keep track of her friends since last time?
Somewhat.
Somewhat? What does that mean?
It means that when some ponies wish to live off the grid, they are very adept at doing so, and I have been busy running a country.
No need to take that tone with me, Luna.
My apologies. My scouts are currently busy locating the ponies whom I was unable to keep track of, as you put it. We shall see whether Twilight actually wants to go through with meeting her old friends, if the scouts do manage to locate them.
Yeah, we'll see. Given she never leaves her tower and refuses to see anyone ever, I have my doubts.
Now, if you did not contact me to speak of Twilight Sparkle, to what do I owe this communication?
I found a changeling in the Empire.
You did? How many? In disguise or in natural form?
Yes, I did. Just one and undisguised. He claims he has deserted Chrysalis's hive and refuses to steal ponies' love to survive. He was very weak when I found him. He's in the dungeons now, awaiting my verdict on whether he lives or dies.
Interesting.
That's all you have to say about it?
Since my sister's passing, I have discovered secret records she kept of singular changelings who deserted their swarms and hives and sought to live peacefully in Equestria.
And Auntie Celestia let that happen?
Until Chrysalis's attack on your wedding, the changeling nation was fragmented into many hives and swarms, scattered hundreds of miles apart across the Badlands, with different queens ruling each individually. None of them had ever moved against Equestria before. Celestia had no reason to believe that those changelings in Equestria were anything but truthful about wanting to live solitary lives away from their origins. Not everyone wishes to be bound by the circumstances of their birth to a life they do not want, after all. And second chances were something of a specialty of my sister's.
And after my wedding?
After your wedding, Celestia died. And when I finally discovered her secret records, the changelings she noted in them were gone.
Gone?
They had made lives for themselves in Equestria. They had partners, families, friends. They did not need to steal love that was freely given to them. Yet, each and every one of them that my scouts investigated had disappeared. Suddenly, and without a trace. They did not vanish all at once, but one by one, and always without saying goodbye to their loved ones. Understand, Cadence, that we are only talking of a scant few dozen across the entirety of Equestria, so there was no pattern to panic the public. The only connection any of them had to each other was that they appeared in my sister's secret records. I doubt even they knew of each other's existences. They wanted no part of their old changeling lives or each other.
The changeling I found mentioned something about Queen Chrysalis sending soldiers to drag back deserters who left her hive after the failed invasion of Camelot.
It is possible they also took back those who fled before the invasion, too. What else did he tell you?
Chrysalis imprisoned the changelings that the soldiers brought back and sent them for reprogramming, whatever that means. I assume mind magic to make them loyal to her. Anyone who wasn't reprogrammed was repurposed into mulch. What?
Cadence, do you know what changeling mulch is?
No. But then I wasn't the one keeping secret records about changelings, was I?
Mulch is liquefied protein used to feed grubs and larvae too young to feed on emotions.
Liquid protein? You mean dead bodies, don't you?
Yes. Sometimes the bodies of non-changeling victims who wandered into a hive's territory and whose emotions had been totally drained while encased in cocoons. Evidently, also of rebellious changelings and those whose personalities overcame the mind manipulations of their queen.
That's awful!
I agree.
No wonder he wants me to kill him instead of send him back to his hive.
He said that?
Many times.
Cadence, why did you contact me specifically over this?
Equestria sits between the Crystal Empire and the Badlands. If Chrysalis is sending a spy this far north, I was concerned she might have already infiltrated your court with her changelings.
And yet, you did not worry that I have been replaced before speaking to me and telling me all this?
These direct communication spells only connect with the ponies for whom they are intended. If you'd been replaced and killed, it wouldn't connect with your imposter. It just wouldn't connect at all.
Interesting. That information might prove useful in the future. But I do thank you for your concern, and will indeed be wary of members of my court being replaced by spies from hospital nations.
Fine. That was everything. I'm sure you're quite busy, so I'll just...
Cadence, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. What else would I be busy doing?
Dreamwalking?
No, I do not.
Do that anymore, I know. I don't understand it, but I know. Wasn't that one of your sacred duties as Princess of the Night or whatever?
I took on all my sister's duties as well as my own after her death. I am only one pony, Cadence. I do not have time for everything.
Whatever. I'll let you get back to whatever it was you were doing. Goodbye, Luna.
Goodbye, Cadence.
So, Twilight wants to see her old friends again, does she? Well, that's unexpected. Maybe she will contact me next. Depending on whether she goes through with this, of course. Or maybe I should be the one to make the first move. Would I want her to reconnect with me? What would I even say to her? Sorry, Twilight, I haven't seen you in 2 years because you told me you never wanted to see me ever again and I took you literally? Sorry, Twilight, I was too much of a coward to call you on that being a load of horse apples to come to see you anyway? Sorry, Twilight, I put ruling the Crystal Empire ahead of trying to help you heal from the death of your parents and shining armor. The way others tried to help me heal when I was first dealing with it.
Raven?
Oh, Princess Luna.
Why am I not surprised to find you in your office at 5 o'clock in the morning? Raven, did we not speak of you adopting a healthier work-life balance now that you have assistants?
Well, yes, we did.
And yet, here you are.
I wanted to make sure all the letters to Twilight's friends are ready for Derby Hooves to take out at first light, Princess.
You have Derby Hooves at the ready?
Well, yes, Princess. She comes highly recommended. Captain Tempest Shadow says she's the most reliable and dedicated messenger in the whole Scout Division of the Royal Guard.
Indeed she is. A fine choice.
So, you are not contacting me to tell me off for working so late on this task?
Not anymore.
Ahem. Then, may I ask why you are sending me a direct communication?
I wish for you to send direct communications to each member of the prominent families at court.
Direct communications? Saying what, Princess?
I shall be honest, Raven. I do not mind what you say to them. Inquire as to whether they want the hay or the grass option at the next Grand Galloping Gala. The main thing is that I want to know whether they are able to receive direct communications at all. If the spell is unable to connect with them, please make a note of their names and send that note to me covertly. After you have completed this task with the families, please do it again with the castle staff, plus any pony else who regularly has access to Canterlot Castle.
All right, Your Highness. Shall I assume you will explain why you want me to do this after I've done it?
Don't I always?
Indeed, Princess.
You know, I'm reminded of something my sister said of you a long time ago.
Said of me?
Raven will be some pony you find yourself relying upon in your day-to-day duties. I certainly do. A more organized and trustworthy pony I have never met. She said it just before she left for Diomedes. And she was entirely correct.
I am flattered, Princess.
Please make sure you follow my instructions to the letter, Raven. I shall speak to you later.
Dear Miss Rarity Bell, my name is Raven Inkwell, and I am contacting you on behalf of Twilight Sparkle, whose name may seem familiar to you.
Princess Cadence.
At ease. I wish to speak to the prisoner.
We can't leave you alone with it, Your Highness.
I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you to stay in the room but step away so I can talk to him.
You mean it, don't you, Princess?
If I had meant it, I would have said it. Now please step aside.
Be careful, Your Highness. Those things are tricksy.
Thorax.
You used my name.
What's wrong with your eye?
Nothing. Nothing is wrong with it.
He's probably shapeshifted it to get sympathy, Princess.
Have you shapeshifted it?
Yes?
Why?
For sympathy.
Then shapeshift it back.
There.
What happened to the other queens?
What?
The Changeling nation used to be divided into different hives, ruled by different queens. None of them ever attacked Equestria or the Crystal Empire before Queen Chrysalis tried to invade Canterlot on my wedding day. I know why she invaded. She wanted a ready supply of food to feed her hive. But what of the other queens?
They're all dead.
Dead?
Queen Chrysalis has been killing them and absorbing their hives into our own for years. Forced them to move from their hives to ours to increase our numbers. Reconditioned them to be loyal to her, and then used their numbers to invade and conquer more hives. That's why there wasn't enough food to go around all of us anymore. And she tried to invade Equestria.
I see.
No, you don't. Her hive was already well past capacity when she invaded Canterlot. Since then, she's pretty much taken out every other queen who was left and absorbed their swarms into her hive too. We're all starving, but She just keeps adding to our numbers.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you have a theory?
I'm only a drone, not even a soldier. The big plans were never shared with bugs like me. Our job was just to do what we were told, when we were told to do it by those above us in the hive hierarchy. Mostly we just construct new parts of the hive to house new swarms from absorbed hives, tend to the nurseries, and farm cave mushrooms.
Cave mushrooms? What for?
They're not enough to sustain us long term like emotional energy does, but we get some nutrition from them. So to keep us from starving to death, the queen has set up mushroom farms underneath the hive to feed every bug.
So you follow your orders or you're repurposed into mulch?
Yes, or we're repurposed into mulch. Every bug serves the hive somehow, and they're assigned roles. There's not much room for individuality in that kind of system.
You haven't answered my question.
Sorry?
Do you have a theory about why Chrysalis would keep killing other queens and taking their changelings for her own hive, even though she couldn't feed the changelings she already ruled?
I suppose maybe she thinks having more changelings would ensure victory if she ever invaded Equestria again?
Equestria doesn't have as much love and light as the Crystal Empire, especially after the Crystal Fair. That thing basically just told us its queen is going to come here and overwhelm us and steal our love.
No, I didn't. I really don't know why she's doing it. We lost a lot of changelings when we were expelled from Canterlot by your love magic, Princess Cadence. A lot of us died. Maybe the queen just wanted to replenish her numbers and got carried away?
Lying piece of scum!
Hold your tongue!
I did not ask for your input.
I meant no disrespect, Your Highness.
Your eye.
I'm sorry. I'm just so hungry and tired. It's hard to keep a glamour up.
Glamour? Changelings use glamour spells?
Something like that. It's the closest pony equivalent to our shape-shifting magic.
Chef Sugarglass?
Yes, Princess Cadence?
Are there any cave mushrooms in the castle pantry?
Cave mushrooms, Your Highness? I don't understand.
Please answer the question, Chef Sugarglass.
I think we have field mushrooms. Would those do?
Would those do as food for you, Thorax?
I think so. I've never eaten field mushrooms before.
Well, you can try them. Chef Sugarglass, please prepare a dish of field mushrooms as soon as you're able and bring them down to the dungeon.
The dungeon, Your Highness?
It is to be a meal for the prisoner.
We have a prisoner?
It's a filthy changeling.
We have a changeling prisoner?
For fuck's sake, Emelshard, control yourself. You're a guard, not some peasant burning effigies at a bonfire. We get it. You hate changelings. Now suck it up and do your damn job like a professional. Not a whining, dribbling baby so afraid that it needs to lash out at what scares it.
For the time being, Chef Sugarglass, yes, we have a changeling prisoner. You are to treat him with respect and dignity. We are not savages, and this is not King Sombra's dungeon anymore. It is mine. And it will not be a place of wanton cruelty and violence while I am in charge.
As you wish, Princess Cadence. I'll get right on it.
Thank you. Captain Gallic,
Yes, Your Highness?
please assign a new guard to the dungeon, effective immediately. One of those you left here previously has been using the butt of his spear on the prisoner without provocation and has caused him injury.
He did what?
Is that a correct summation about what happened before I got here?
Yes, ma'am.
Dauntless heliotrope, you traitor!
I will not tolerate physical violence against a creature who is behind bars and is not a threat to any pony. That is the kind of conduct better suited to King Sombra's rule, and I will not have it.
I shall deal with it at once, Princess. I can't believe one of my guards would do such a thing!
Princess, it's just a filthy changeling.
Wrong. He is our prisoner, and we will not abuse our prisoners. Not now, not ever.
But it's a changeling! Who cares if I give the butt of my spear to a damn changeling who'd steal my love and light right down to my life force, given half the chance?
I have made my position on this clear. What was your name again?
His name is Emerald Shard, Your Highness.
You are relieved of your duties in the dungeon, Emerald Shard, and shall be assigned elsewhere to a task more suited to you. But wherever you are posted, please remember one thing. I am the Princess of the Crystal Empire, and during my reign, we will treat all creatures with dignity and respect, whether or not we like them. Is that clear? We will not stoop to the level of previous dictators who ruled this land with fear and violence and left behind nothing but sorrow and the scars of trauma on good ponies who didn't deserve it, just because he could. Am I making myself clear?
Crystal clear, ma'am.
Good.
You defended me?
Don't get the wrong idea. I don't like you any more than Emerald Shard does, and I still don't think I can trust you. But I'm not a monster.
Thank you.
Emerald Shard! What do you have to say for yourself? Forcing the princess herself to intervene in your behavior?
I'll leave you to it, Captain.
Of course, Your Highness.
could.